on the ground. That is Brashard Smith. He'll manage only a couple. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down.
33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 7. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Chuba Hubbard, the man he was looking for. And now it's 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game. Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
Check smash, Mustang 19. Ready.
To throw right away is Ward. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Craig Tucker. Touchdown, Vegas. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Trying to connect with the veteran Zach Ertz that time. It's 2nd down. He's got the connection. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
12 yards. That's good.
Stafford now to throw on 1st down. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Stafford to throw again. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A pickup of 12 yards. It's a Browns 1st down. Throwing again is Stafford. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
15 yards on the play.
A pickup there of 13. It's a Browns 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
53. Zebra. And middle. Like 7.
To the air again, Stafford. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
And a real first down.
180. Zero. Monday. Hey, 5-0.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And he'll be forced out of bounds, just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second and a yard. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Rashard Smith. Touchdown, Rio. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So back to level after the touchdown in time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 65, Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger, go.
To throw is Ward. He'll let this go for Pickens. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it'll bring up second down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Come on. Set. 70, Panther 11. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos. Ready.
To throw on second down is Ward. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Raider first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert it.
From the 43, it's second and 3.
At the 43-yard line.
Trap 60. Seven Pirates. Cup night team.
From the gun, here's Ward. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Off play action, it's Ward. That is caught, and he's in. Dalton Schultz, touchdown Raiders. continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders will move out to a 14-7 lead. We are through one. It's the Raiders with the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. Just stopped in his tracks right at the 15-yard line. On first down, Stafford. Going to set up the screen here to Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds, up at the 30-yard line.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
So, first and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. A first down throw for Stafford. That'll be caught downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That's another Browns first down.
On first and 10, Stafford. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready. 50, 50. 280. 40 got. 40 got.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
On second down, here's Stafford. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is third and long.
Third and long.
Working out of the gun, Stafford.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Come on. Set. 60 Eagle.
On first down, Ward. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And we'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Ivan Pace up from his linebacker spot to make the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Go street. Liking 18.
Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
3rd and 2. Ward to the outside. Catch made by Pickens.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Rush in. Rush in.
They hand it off to Pierce. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He was brought down by Jaquan Brisker. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4.
70 Timberwolves. Nothing.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
No.
That's 18 Rattler. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Throwing, Ward. Forced to his right. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz.
Ready?
And 3rd down coming up.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Hey, Cash. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Shotgun snap for Ward. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And they will finally run him down. A big play there for the Raiders. 31 yards.
Hey.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready.
A run here with Pierce. And he's going to get belted at the end, but he keeps possession of the football. Setting up 1st and goal.
That's another.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal.
Go. Bronco 80. Go.
On the handoff, this is Pierce. To the pylon, he's in. Damian Pierce. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. 2 choices down there. Either work it up inside or use that speed to the edge. And Greggy's able to sneak it in for the touchdown.
Down here this close, Mike, there's a lot of bodies in there tight. So oftentimes, if you can get the back on the edge, they can rely on that speed, and that's exactly what we saw here. He wins the race to the pylon, and he's rewarded with 6 points.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Smith to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
Stafford now to throw on first down. Pass caught left side. That's Ertz. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He'll find his receiver. That's Jalen Royals. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. On first down, it's Stafford. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
18 Cardinals. Trap 60, trap 60.
Ready. Now, first down throw for Ward. Crush, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
70 Lions. Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready,
out of the gun, Ward. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. George Pickens. Touchdown, Vegas.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators. Everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike. The final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Lutz for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Raiders add on 1 more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, it's Stafford. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. On the play fake, here's Stafford. He's going to try it here again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Now, this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
On first down, it's Ward. Our throw here, right size, falls incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
That's caught right side. The tight end chokes. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard.
Ready?
Play action. Ward. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18. Here we go. Shot.
They will run it over center with Swift. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
Third and 10.
Let's go. 60 Maverick. 60 Cowboy 80. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Bobcat. 60 Buck. 79 Broncos. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
From the gun, here's Ward. That complete to Swift. They picked up 17 through the air. First down, Vegas.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Ivan Pace on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at the 10-yard line.
Here's a give left side. This is Swift. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
18, Pioneer.
Throwing on third down, Ward. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
A 29-yard attempt.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Raiders will extend their third quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Here's Smith to return it. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot.
That's the Pro Bowl corner, Denzel Ward. And his offense is going to be all set up with those short fields and a chance to extend their lead.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the double. Cardinal, 18, ready, 60 Eagle, 70 Timberwolf.
On play action, it's Ward. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. That's an incompletion.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
2nd and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 2. Bronco 80.
Throwing is Ward. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Raiders. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Raiders will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Browns 10.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
17-yard line.
This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down. And he gets this one up to the 28-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Stafford now on 1st down. He'll take a shot with Mims. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
He'll work forward for a couple. Michael Jackson in for the stop.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and 7. Back to throw is Stafford. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Stafford to throw it, and that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hey, smash. Cup 19, Cup 19, 18, Pioneer. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Ward to the left side, caught by Schultz. And he's got another one. Dalton Schultz, touchdown Las Vegas. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and number 12 on the year. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball. Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
This will be returned from the 2. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he will score. Touchdown, Vegas. And he'll take it back for the touchdown. What a tremendous mistake there. You want to secure the ball and give it to your offense, not give it up to the other team for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I think this is the fine line that all kick returners face, Mike. I think they all want to be impact players. When they get the ball in their hands, they think every play can be 6. But sometimes you got to know when it's over. You got to make sure at the end of this play, my offense is able to take the field and maintain possession. In this case, not only do you turn it over.
Now a flip to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it.
Set to kick off.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards. So far throughout the game, we've seen him make a lot of plays in the run game, but now he shows that he can hold his own in coverage as well. Really nice job there by the linebacker, making an impact in the passing game.
It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got the first-round pick, Teteroa McMillan. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down at the 30. It is a big play for the Browns. 55 yards on the game.
First down. A gain of 55 yards. And the Rio de Janeiro first down.
Now first down throw for Stafford. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Again, it's Stafford. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
To the air again, Stafford. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now. Valdez-Scantling on the move. Throw on third down, Stafford. And this is not going to do the trick. Unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it leads to fourth down.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
That one caught! Jalen Royal. Touchdown, Brown.
Touchdown, Rio.
Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Next to score, Raiders 52, Browns 17.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the Hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
11. Bronco 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
To throw is Ward. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
70 Timberwolf. Hurt, check. Warrior 70.
To throw on second down is Ward. He'll let this go for Pickens. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. going to run right over center with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Second down, they need 3. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Back into the hands of Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 17 yards on that connection. It's a Browns first down.
At the 25-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now, first down throw for Ward. Oh, he's got Tucker open downfield. And he will take this one in. 82 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
And they will not let up. He is into the end zone for 2 more.
Nothing fancy here. This was old-school throwback smash-mouth football, and they're able to pick up the 2-point play.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On first and 10, Stafford. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
At the 32-yard line.
Blue 60!
On first and 10, Stafford. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
So this one, a win for the Raiders. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. A game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the knots. Got some momentum.